Welcome everyone. Today's our topic is the study of term Shaareer and Shareer. So first of all we focus on the term Shaareer. So Dunn quoted that what is about the Shaareer? Sharirikam bhavam adhikrutu krutyam kruto adhyayam Shaareer. So Shaareer is nothing but it is one type of the science or textbook which concern or deal with the different aspect of the body. So it has been divided into the two parts. One is the Rachna Sharir and second is the Kriya Sharir. So Kriya, what about the Rachna Sharir? Rachna Pratipadakam Tantra Rachna Sharir. The science or textbook which is concerned or deal with the structures of the body. So that science or textbook is recognized as a Rachna Sharir. So, in this subject or science, the structures of the human body has been explained in Ayurveda perspective and as well as the modern perspective. Coming on to the modern subject, anatomy. Anatomy, which is derived from the Greek word that is anatom, to dissect or to cut. It is a branch of the biology which give the knowledge or study of the structures of the organism and their parts. Kriya Shari. Kriya Pradipadakam Tantram Kriya Shari. The science or textbook which is concerned or deal with the functions of the human body. That science or textbook is recognized or termed as a Kriya Shari. So, in this textbook or science, the normal functions of the human body has been explained in the Ayurveda perspective and as well as the modern perspective. Coming up to the modern subject, physiology, which is a sub-discipline of the biology, which focus how organism, organ system, individual organ, cell, biomolecules carry out their chemical and physical function in the living organism. So it is about the term Sharir. Now we move on to the term. So first of all, we look after the or look or we discuss about how the term Sharir is derived. That is the Utpatti. The term Sharir is derived from the Shru with the prefix of the Hiran. The Shru plus Hiran is equal to Sharir. Shru means hinsa or nash or destruction or violence. According to the this derivation, the term Sharir is mean to be Shiryate iti Shariram. The term Sharir is said because of its degenerative nature, because of the Agni, because of the path of the different Agnis and due to the Kal Swabhavs. It means that in our body there is a continuously degenerative changes are take place due to the metabolic there are some metabolic processes take place in our body and as well due to the prevailing time effect. So on the basis of this there is some natural and predefined grow cell degenerative change or cell death is take place and as well as the do as well as some of the depletion of the cell also take place in our body. So owing to this all degenerative nature, the structure or entity is said to be Sharir. Now moving on to the full definition of the Sharir according to Kriyasari perspective. Dosh Dhatu Mal Mulami Shariram. Sharir is nothing but is the functional conglomeration of the Dosh Dhatu Mal which are in equilibrium in status. A second definition शरीर नाम चेतनाधिष्ठानुभूतम पंच महाभूत विकार समुदायकत्म संयोग वाय. So शरीर is nothing but which is a seat of the chetana dhatu which is derived from the five main elements, that is the panch mahabhut, which are in equilibrium in status. So here, so whenever the atma enter into this panch mahabhuta, so they become conscious or chetanavan. So basically, the Panchamahabhutas innate in nature, but whenever the Atma enter within they activate that Panchamahabhuta by bringing the consciousness within that Panchamahabhuta, and that entire structure is said to be the Sharir. So, what is the difference between the living body and dead body? So whenever the Atma enter into that Panchamahuta, it become Chetana. It means that the living body is nothing but it is the conglomeration of the Chetana, Atma and Panchamahabhuta. So whenever the body is said to be living till it is the having Atma within it. So whenever the Atma leave this Panchamahabhuta body, so that time that entity struck body is said to be the dead body. We discuss about the formation of the Sharir, how Sharir is formed. So in his Sushru Sharir Stan, it has been explained about the how the formation of the Sharir is take place. So the stanza is about Shukra Sunit Garbhasestam Atma Prakriti Vikar Samruchitam Garviti Uchyate Tam Chetana Vasitam Vayu Vivajati Tejamin Pachati Apam Kelediyati Prithvi Samhati Akas Vivardati Evam Vivardita Sa Yada Astupada Jivagran Karnitam Divi Ange Upet Tada Shariramiti Sanya Labit. So so on the basis of this stanza, so what is the conclusion about the Sharir? So Garbha is a pre-form of the Sharir. So the Panchamabuddha play important role in the development and maturing of this. So growth and development and maturing of this Garbha. So whenever they become mature and they fully developed this Garbha, so they acquire the Astupad Jiva Grankan Nidam or different organ. They are we said they said as a upper limb, lower limb, trunk, head, and so on. So whenever they acquire all these parts, so that time it is said to be Sharir. So it means that Garbha is the preform for the formation of the Sharir. So how this Garbha is formed? शुक्र सुन्नित गर्भाशयस्थम आत्म प्रकृति विकार समितम गर्भ इति उच्यते. So गर्भ is formed within the garbhashay. So whenever the Shukra and Shoni combine within the garbhashay, so along with that, so the Atma and Prakriti and Vikar embedded within that structure and form the Garbha. Atma is responsible for the bringing the Chetana or consciousness within that structure, and Prakriti and Vikar. So these are the 24 tattvas. So normally in Ayurveda it has been said that Sharir is who is formed by the 24 tattvas or elements. So this 24 elements is formed by the 8 Prakriti and 16 Vikar. So what about the Prakriti? Prakriti is Prakaroti iti Prakriti, Tattvantar Ubdanatva iti Prakriti. So Prakriti primordial substance. It is a primary entity from which other entities is take place. So in Ayurveda there are the 8 primordial substances are there. They are Karan Dravya from which Karya Dravya or Vikar are derived. So they are Avyakt, Mahat, Ahankar and Panch Tanmatra. So Vikar are they are nothing but they are the derivative of the Prakriti or primordial substance. So there are 16 vikars are there. That is Panch Jnanendriya, Panch Karmendriya, Panch Mahabhut and Ubhendra. They are called as a vikar. So together this Prakriti and vikar they are called as a 24 tattvas. We will discuss detail about this in about the Prakriti and vikar in next lecture. So what about the Garbha? Garbha is nothing but it is a combination of the is, Atma, Prakriti and Vikar within the Sukra Sonita in the Garbhashaya. So after that, so Chetana, which is bring about within that structure by the entering of the Atma. Then after five elements, they are the Prithvi, Jal, Tej, Vayu and Akash. So they play important role in the development, growth and maturation of this Garbha. So how they act for the maturation and development of the Garbha. So Vayu is responsible for the Vibhajan. Vayu Vibhajati. So Vayu is responsible for the cell division. In Ashtanga Sangra, it has been said that सर्वैव अवयम तो परमाणु भेदेन सूक्ष्मत अपरिसंख्येत केत्वन्ति तेषां संयोग विभाग परमाणु ने कर्म प्रेरित वायु कारण. So Vayu is responsible for the Sanyog Vibhag and all that. So separation and redistribution of the all these cells. So they has been carried out by the Vayu. So cell division is the main action of the Vayu. And Tejam Ena Pachati. So what is the function of the Tej? Tej is responsible Pachan process. So whatever the biological changes, whatever assimilation which is take place that is due to the Pachan, this is Teja or Agni Mahabhut action. So which is responsible for the different which is separate differentiation of the cells and tissues or bring the form the newer type of the tissues or cells within the body to form the one type of the cell to other form of the cell or to change the biological transformation. This all are due to the Tej or Agni Mahabhut function. Next is Apam Kledyanti. Gel or Ap is responsible for the bringing the Kledan or Snehan and process within that within the structure or within the Garbha. So, as per the modern aspect, what is the function of this clay? Then it is responsible for the providing, bringing the stickiness property within that structure. So, due to the stickiness or binding process, the cells are binding with each other and they form the tissues, organ, and so on. So our app is responsible for the Vruddhi growth and development. It is also it also provides the nourishment to that structure. Next is Prithvi Sanhati. Prithvi Sanhati means that it is bring about the compactness, integrity within the structure, and so it is responsible for the mold the shape. Now, Akash, the function of the Akash, Akasham Vivardhayati. It means that Dalan commented that Akash is responsible for the create the space, cavities within the structure. So it is provide the path channel for the structure or tissue so they can get their nourishment properly and they get perfuse. So on the basis of this Pancha Mahabhuta activity on that garb, the garb become develop and mature and they acquire the Astupada, Jiva, Gran, Karn, Nitam, Vadi parts and then after it is entirely recognized as a Sharir. In the modern, the human body is a structure of the human body, human being. It is composed by the several type of the different cell. So they bind with each other and form the tissue and subsequently organ and systems. They ensure the homeostasis and viability of the human body. Normally, within the prenatal life, up to the 2 month from the time of the fertilization, it is said to the embryo. Thereafter, up to the 9 month within the prenatal life, the structure of that entity it is recognized as a fetus in during the prenatal life. So it is about the body, embryo, and fetus according to the modern concept. Now we discuss about the synonyms or paryaya of the term Sharir. Sharir term has a different have a number of the paryas are there. So in the Amarkos, the synonyms which are explained for the Sharir are Kalevaram, Gatra, Vapu, Sanan, Sharir, Vashma, Vigra, Kayate, Klip, Pustri, Murti, Stanu, Tan. Kalevaram means a Kale plus Shukra. Varam means the excellence. It is excellence result of the Shukra. So we are already discusses that Garb is the preform of the Sharir and Garb is formed by the combination of the Shukra and Sonis. So that is why so it is the Sharir is nothing but it is the excellence resultant of the Shukra. So that is why it is called as that is also called as a Kalevara. So it is synonym of the Sharir. And the next synonym of the Sharir is Gatra. This term is given due to the Gamanashil property, that is the movability. It is movable in nature. Vapu, it is concerned to the body. Sanan, it means that is a symmetrical arrangement of the structure. Vashma means that having the fertility power, it is reproductive power. Vigra means that pursue the sukh dukha of different powers. Kaya means that chiyate annati vidhi kaya, which is constantly nourished by the anna that is called as a kaya. Deha diyate vardhati iti deha, which is continuously growing, that is called as a deha. A murti which is in akarvan, it is in which has a specific shape. Tanu means that which can expand or which is vistar, and tanu means the which can grow. So these are all the some of the synonym of the Sharir. Now we discuss about the importance of the having a knowledge of the term Sharir for the physician point of the view. So so in the Charak Sharir San, it has been properly explained about the what is the importance of the having a knowledge of the Sharir. So Shariram Sarva Sarvada Ved Yogisak Ayurveda Katsen Ved Lok Suk Pradam. The physician who is always well versed with the various aspects of the entire body is highly proficient in Ayurveda and therefore can bring about happiness to the universe. And next stanza, शरीर विजय शरीर उपकारात् मिश्यते ज्ञात्वा हि शरीर तत्त्वं शरीर उपकारेषु भावेषु ज्ञानम् उत्पादयति तस्मात् शरीर विजय प्रशंसन्ति कुशला. Gaining this analytical knowledge of the human body helps in the improving the well-being of the individual. Only after gaining such knowledge of the body one can know the factors that are healthy and unhealthy. Hence, the analytical knowledge of the body is advocated by the experts. It means that If the physician have a knowledge of the normal structure and function of the body, it is easy to understand about the pathological changes, pharmacological changes, and as well as the proper clinical procedure for the bringing the normalcy of the pathology. So the clinic so to become successful physician one should have proper knowledge of the normal structure and function of the body. So without the knowledge of the normal structure and function one cannot differentiate the pathology. So he cannot apply the proper clinical procedure to bring about the normalcy of that cell. So for that one should have the physician should have a proper knowledge of the cell and importance of the cell. So it is for the individual perspective. Shariram manyat paritejya shariram manupalayet तद्भावैर्भावानं सर्वभाव शरीराणम्. Setting all other things aside, one should protect the body because in its absence there will be complete absence of all bodily entities. That is why it is said that health is wealth. So that is why we should protect our body by following the proper diet and regimen. Thank you.